Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you something kind of unique and really cool. My friends over at Gamers Lair over in Canada actually wanted me to show you guys some casters stuff. So they were kind enough to send me a couple of the structure decks as well as the introductory playmat, which shows one kind of the main girl of the 7 different colors. So this is really cool. I actually checked this game out at Gen Con and I've talked about it before. It plays very similar to Kaijudo, which is one of my favorite games kind of all time outside of Force. And so it's kind of cool to see those mechanics kind of come back, and the theming is really cool, this idea of magical girls. So yeah, this playmat looks really sick, and they're going to be sending me some boxes to open up later, but for right now we have these 2 starter decks, so I'm going to kind of open them up, talk about the game a little bit, and show you what the cards kind of look like, and then we'll do a kind of match later in another video between these 2 different decks, and then we'll open some boxes later and show you what happens. So obviously structure deck, if I can get it open here, starting with the Fire or Ignis, comes with the rule book. Opens up where you got a little nice how to play, how to win guide here on the back. Ta-da! Everything opens up really nicely there, and then we jump into the cards. So let's see the cards here. So this is, if I remember correctly, you can start with an Aether coin, which is just a will coin, like in Force of Will. It just doesn't produce any color, and everybody can start with that if they go second. So they were kind enough to kind of include one of those in the structure decks. So those actually look pretty cool as a little marker. And then we get into, we're going to start with our casters here. We have some Passion Wings. So casters are like your lands. So unlike in Force of Will where you have your magic stones in this, and they're in a separate deck, in this game we have our casters, which produce Aether, and they're all kind of, they have to be unique. Like you can't have 2 of the same named face up on the field at any time to be able to produce. But the other thing is about this game is, other than a caster, any card can be, including a caster, any card can be put face down once per turn during your, call phase to produce Aether. It's just that magical girls produce their matching color, and face down cards produce void Aether. So say I have a bunch of Passion Wings in my hand, I can still put one face down and have it produce a void. So we've got Passion Wing, who's kind of the primary protagonist of Ignis. We've got Crimson Noella. The foiling on these is really nice. It's even kind of slightly textured because the girls themselves aren't really shiny. It's just kind of their outlines. Pirouetta, a couple more Passion Wings, a couple more Corellas. So you want a good blend of different casters to be able to play them all, and you can also level them up, which is like putting a caster on top of a caster. And they produce extra Aether and get extra effects. So you want kind of a good chunk of your deck to actually be casters, because they are how you play the game. So without these, you want to be able to get to those fire colors. And then we get into the creatures or servants. We have some disembodied souls, straw effigy. They have different effects. They have enter effects, just like in Force, and they have attack and defense. Explosive bamboo, little match girl, some vanillas, a lot of vanillas in this. Patience bag, so this has break, and that's because in this game, instead of having life totals, you at the start of the game put 7 cards face down, and these are kind of indicate your life, so your opponent can kill your creatures or kill your orbs, and if they break all your orbs and then attack one more time, you lose the game. But when an orb gets flipped, if it has a break symbol on it, you can cast the card for free. So it works a lot like a Shield Blast from Kaijudo, which is why I like it a lot. Otherwise it just goes into your hand, which is great because then you can just kind of have an extra card. So Flame Wheel, playsets are 4 ofs. We get to our big guys, Furious Dragon. Then we have some Conjures, Kindle the Spirit, Fire Arrow, Eternal Incite Veracity. So yeah, fire is all about being very aggressive, burning stuff, getting extra attack, and double corrupt, which is where you can break 2 orbs at one time. Yeah, so that's kind of how, and so they're all focused on attack primarily, and that's kind of how the Ignis group works. And we'll go over to, I can't exactly remember what the name of the Darkness group is. I'll have to try to remember. But same thing, it opens all up. We have our Aether coin here on the back. If I can open the plastic. It's a little bit tricky. Come on. With the 7 different colors, you don't have to like be stuck with any one color. You can definitely do combinations. It's just a matter of how your casters are going to play out. We got the Aether Coin in the back. We have Glory Butterfly, who's kind of our main protagonist for this tribe, and she focuses on buffing up defense. Princess Papillion, Miyu. So just kind of going through the different casters here. They're mostly like insects and flowers, whereas Ignis was like demons and spirits. So we got Bombastic Lily. So it's all, again, focused on defense. Spiteful Clam, Impudent Swallowtail, so like butterflies and insects, and their card type is over here. I'm not going to really go through exactly how the game is played right now. You'll see that when we go into the feature match video coming up here shortly, hopefully later this week, if not next week. So I can kind of show you exactly how this game kind of gets played. But it is a lot of fun. It's definitely a faster game than Force, mainly because everything in this game has haste, has swiftness. Nothing has summoning sickness, so when it comes into play, you can just start swinging away. But there's a lot of little interesting dynamics, and there's not as nearly as much combat tricks as there were in Force of Will. But there's still a lot of cool stuff to do. And then kneel before me. You can rest all enemy servants. You can just be like, if this gets broken, just tap their whole field down, which is pretty cool. And it should be noted that when they do a break for any reason, you don't have to pay their cost. They just get to get played for free, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, there's those. I definitely think with the different 7 colors, I think, so it's like orange is like food and like sweets, insects. If I remember, these guys are like, can't remember exactly what green is like. Fire is all about demons. White is all about jewelry. Pink is all about cosmetics, which I think is interesting. Yellow is also about like money and gold. Pink is all about like cosmetics and jewelry, and then blue is like school supplies and like office supply kind of stuff that they do. So very interesting all around, but. Let me know what you guys think, and go ahead and huge again thanks to Gamers Lair for sending this stuff, and looking forward to showing you guys how these 2 decks play against each other, as well as more caster stuff in the future. If this is something you're interested in seeing more of in the future after these videos on the channel, go ahead and let me know by commenting down below and subscribing and sharing out the video. And until next time, this is DMO73 signing off. Huge thanks to the patrons of the channel. You see their names here on the screen as well as down below in the description. They are what help make this channel run and help me do these awesome projects for you guys. If you feel like joining the channel and getting access to all the cool perks that come with being a patron, click on the P on the screen or the link down below. Thanks so much. See you next time.